What's the most dangerous thing a company can have? A leaky tank? A missing permit? Most people guess something like that. But honestly, the most dangerous thing you can have is a bad environmental audit. And sometimes even a good one, because both can cause big problems if you're not using them correctly. Hey there, I'm Ruhlin from RMA, your environmental experts. We've been performing environmental audits for over 30 years, helping companies across the country uncover risks, stay compliant, and keep operations running smoothly. And before we go too far, just know, if your facility needs an environmental audit, or if you're not sure whether your last one was done right, you can always reach out to RMA to talk about your needs directly. All right, let's start with the obvious one, the bad audit. The kind done by someone who doesn't really know what they're doing. They rush through a checklist, skip the details and tell you, you're fine. No red flags, no recommendations, nothing to worry about. Great, right? That might sound reassuring, but it's actually one of the most dangerous things that can happen to your business. That kind of audit gives you a false sense of security. You think you're compliant until an inspector shows up and finds problems your audit completely missed or misrepresented. There's not much to say about poorly done audits besides they generally aren't worth the paper they're written on, and I've seen plenty. I could go on and on about audits performed by the lowest bidder, completed by interns, rubber stamped by some consultants who never even looked at the details, ultimately giving you a piece of paper with wishy-washy, incomplete, inaccurate findings about compliance levels. The truth is, poorly done audits are a total waste of time and money. Now here's the twist. Even a good audit can get you into trouble, because a good audit, like the ones we do at RMA, find the real issues. It digs deep into your records, your plans, your training, your permits. It tells you exactly where you stand. And once those findings are in writing, you can't unknow them. From that moment on, you're either fixing the problems or you're choosing not to. And that's where the real risk comes in. If regulators find out you had an audit that told you to get an SPCC plan and you chose to ignore it, well, good luck with that fight. Hopefully you know a good attorney and have deep pockets. Now, getting a good audit done, one that clearly defines your potential compliance requirements and outlines where you stand, is essentially drawing a line in the sand. Maybe you didn't know you were out of compliance before, but now you do. And once you're aware of non-compliance, failing to address it can mean stronger violations, more expensive penalties, and in extreme cases, civil and criminal consequences. Unfortunately, we've heard of this happening time and time again. A company gets a solid audit, accurate, thorough, no shortcuts. It defines a few gaps. They plan to fix them, but months go by. Or maybe they don't have the budget for these issues right away. Then a state inspector shows up, sees the same unresolved issues, and those original audit findings suddenly become evidence that they knew about the non-compliance and didn't act. That's how a good audit becomes a nightmare. Not because of what it found, but because of what didn't happen next. And that's why we always say, an audit isn't the finish line, it's the starting gun. When it's done right, an environmental audit is one of the most powerful tools your business can have. It's like getting a clean bill of health from a doctor. It can give you a clear roadmap to fix what's wrong, tighten your compliance programs, and demonstrate due diligence if regulators come calling. But when it's done poorly, or when you ignore the results, it can quickly become the biggest liability you have. Here at RMA, we go into every audit making sure our client understands these risks. In many cases, we even recommend conducting audits under their attorney-client privilege, which can help protect the findings and discussions during the process. Now, for more than 30 years, we've been performing comprehensive environmental audits. But we don't just hand you a list of problems and walk away. We help you fix them. Our audits don't just identify compliance gaps, they close them. We work with you to get compliant quickly, affordably, and in a way that holds up when regulators show up later. Because once something's in writing, you can't unknow it. The real question is, what are you going to do about it now? If you need a thorough environmental audit, or if you're not sure whether your last one was done right, reach out to us here at RMA. We'll give you the kind of audit that actually protects your business and the follow-through that keeps you compliant for the long run.